games are about. They're obviously a very good team. Have different ways that they can catch you and beat you. They're a tough defensive team as well. So whenever you're playing, the highest level of games in our league, then it becomes about details. It becomes about moments. And that's what these games end up being. It becomes about set pieces. It becomes about some of the little things inside of the game. So that's important. You hope during the course of the season you get better and better and tighten up some of those things, and you learn a little bit about each other. But I think we've played each other enough, but there might be a nuance here or there, or a wrinkle that they'll try or something, or vice versa. So it's a good match. But now that you're at the end of the season, there's a battle for the West. Obviously playoff position is always nice to have for home field when you're getting into the playoff runs. So there's a lot that rests on us. For us, it's important, as we say in a lot of our games, especially against them, how we lose the ball, where we lose the ball. Reactions when we lose the ball are pivotal, just because of the power and speed and the quality that they have in the transition can create problems. Making sure that we finish attacks is really important, because if we're just losing balls between lines, it's going to set up their transitions. We've got to be able to create high quality chances against them, even though they're a good defensive team. And then, you got to defend your moments, which are set pieces, which, they've gotten us over the years off of things like that. So again, the devil's in the details. It's a long game in 90 minutes. And when we have the ball, it's important that we're defending when we have the ball, and as well as attacking. And when we are defending, it's important that we're all engaged in the details of the defending to be able to protect ourselves. So I think in the last few games we've have moments of lapse, and whether those are collective or individual, but by and large we have to stop them from getting out in the transitions against us. So if we have possession in their half of the field, we've got to be able to counter press better. We've got to be able to stop them from just getting momentum into our half of the field and attacking us. Those are going to be really key. I think it's one, it's probably just an exciting game inside of our league, but two, for any of the teams in the West, this is a big kind of decider. I don't know if it's a decider, because there's still some games left, especially on their side, but it's an important game to see who's going to be at the top of the West, at least going into the real final stretch of the season. And I think that impacts everybody in the West just a little bit. I think it's also just one of those games where it's arguably the best rivalry game inside of the league, and so the intensity of it, the level, all that stuff is, I think, interesting for teams to look, and they kind of get a sense of what our teams will look like as we're moving towards closer and closer to the playoffs. So it's a great moment for those teams that may encounter us in the playoffs to see some of what it might look like when we get to that stage of the season.